Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. This is Kim from DIY Dream Weddings UK and I'm here just to show you the first part of this project, which is a teardrop wedding bouquet. And as you can see, well you will know, I do create all my bouquets from scratch. This is one I'm doing on Facebook, so if you want to have a look up until this stage, you're welcome to. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to we're going to work on this from scratch, like I said, and this has got to be put together on Facebook, but I'm just showing you just the sort of style we're looking at. And we're going to cover all this front bit with flowers, okay, and the inside is just like this. So we've got this cardboard, and we're going to do the holder differently to what we normally do. We're going to have two layers of cardboard on the bouquet, so that we can put our handle in like this, and also so that we can stick it sticks in better. So I just thought maybe it would have more to stick to if we did it like this. It's just an experiment with a new design. Okay, so then what we're going to do, so what we've got then is we've got the back, we've got the back, which is like this, and you're putting your handle in here. And actually I've ribboned that up so I can show. This is a Facebook, we've got to do this here on YouTube. I've ribboned the handle up and we're going to stick it in like this. Okay, and if we turn it over, this will be the front. We're going to ribbon the edge like we always do, and that is what will be on the front. Okay, so I hope that explains that. So now we're going to go back several steps and we're going to bring in as far as I've got with this one. So we've got our two pieces, one for the back and one for the front. So you've got two pieces of cardboard, and what we're going to do with this is we're going to stick the cardboard on the back after we've cut our hole. So I've just drawn a circle around my handle. Actually I used this one because it's smoother, around the handle, and I've drawn a cross in the middle. Okay, so now what we're going to do, I'm going to show you how I do cut this hole out. I might have done it on a different project, but I can't remember. So then what we're going to do is cut our hole out, and how I'm going to do that, you can see here that I've marked it, and I'm just going to cut across the cross here, and then cut the middle piece out. I've got a knife here. This is just an ordinary Oasis floristry knife, but I don't recommend you use one of these. This is just something I just started using. Really what you need is some sort of a what are they called, Stanley knife or something like that. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut it down, just going to go along the cross in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to do the same on the other way as well. So you can see that's kind of gone through there, and that's what we want. We want it to go through. So I'm going to make sure that goes all the way through, and then we're going to do the same the other way. So we're going to cut, sorry if the table shakes a bit, cut along. Normally I do this all off camera, but I just thought, you know, I always used to find it hard to cut circles and things out the middle of something, and I thought if I show you, you'll be able to see how that's done. Okay, so we've got a little bit of an indentation on the back, so we're going to cut through that. And I'm just going to cut down here because that hasn't quite gone through that end. So on the back you can see it's quite a thick cardboard, this, so it does make it a bit more difficult because it's thicker. Okay, so you can see, just bring that down a bit more. So you can see that's gone all the way through there, because you can see on the other side as well. So now we're going to cut around the circle bit. Okay, so we're going to go all the way around the circle, and we should have, once we've done this, we should have little pieces of cardboard cut out. Be very patient with this, okay, because you don't want to cut too big a hole, but as you can see it's going through, and then I'm just going to bring that round again like that. So I'm keeping on going over the same bit, okay, and just along the bits that I can see. And you can see that's coming out now. That piece is coming out, okay. So there, you've cut this piece out. So we're just doing it bit by bit, and we're going to go all the way around the circle, a small circle in the middle. Whichever way you want to do that, I'm going to do it this way. So we're going to cut round like this. So with this, I didn't show you, but I will show you the colour combinations with this as well, just so that you can see how this is going to work. We've got some funny colours going on here. Okay, there we are. So that's how that works. So we're just cutting that around that, and as you get a bit more, as you cut more out, it gets easier. Okay, it gets a bit easier. So I like to see the indentation on the other side so that I know where I've got cut on the other side. So you'll see the cut coming through the other side like that. And then we just cut that like this. Okay, and then just push that piece out like that. Okay, and then we've only got this piece to do. So I just find it easier to do it this way than trying to cut the whole circle. You might say if you've got the right tools, it's a lot easier, which it is, but I don't have the money for the right tools, and I'm sorry about that, but I just don't have the money to spend on this at the moment. So I'm just using what I've got, and you can do the same, but it's at your own risk, basically, because I don't tell people to do what I do. I'm just showing them how they can do it. Okay, there we are. So that's a little bit rough around the edges, but that really doesn't matter. We'll cover that up with some materials. And the materials we're going to use are these. Okay, so I've chosen some of these odd colours. And we're going to sort of make flowers and things out of there. And we're going to do the bouquet holder in the same sort of colour as the other one. So we're going to cover the back, we're going to cover the front with this peach. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to stick, so we'll make sure this is the right way round to do this. We're going to stick this on the back, this other piece of cardboard on the back. And the way I knew how to cut this out is I had this template that I drew round to begin with, okay, for both pieces, both sizes, okay. So I think that works. We'll turn it over again just to make sure we've got that right. Which way fits better? I think that's the best side. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some glue. Oh, actually, oh no, that will work, that will work. Just trying to think now what way around we need to do it. Okay, so we stick the glue on here, and we can stick this together, that's fine. Because sometimes you have to think about the order you're doing things. This is the first bit you do, because, let's have a look at this one. And if you have a look at this one that we've done on Facebook, it's done the same way, okay, and we just ribboned the edge. So we've got as far as this, and we've ribboned the edge. So you might want to centre that more. I don't think it matters once you've decorated it. I think it's fine. So the next stage with this one, with this piece, will be to ribbon around the edge, so it's nice and neat around the edge, okay. And we're going to do that with peach as well. But what I'm going to do with this one is I'm not just going to ribbon the edge. I'm going to come in and I'm going to take the ribbon, and we're going to ribbon the back as well. So we're going to bring the ribbon up to the handle and ribbon around the back, all the way around the back, which is what made me think, should I put that on first? Because we're going to have to stick that foam on the top. Will that work if we sorry, I'm just thinking a little bit, trying to think ahead a bit. So if that was like that, we would have to bring the ribbon underneath here. But that's okay, because we don't need to bring it that far. We just bring it to there, and then the back will be ribboned, okay, rather than putting two pieces. So rather than putting two pieces of foam on like this one, we're not going to have the foam, we're going to have ribbon on the back, okay. So that's how we're going to do that. Okay, so now what I like to do is I like to work out how much, I think we've just about got enough here. I like to work out, cut this piece out, and when I cut this piece out for the front, oh no, this isn't the right one, sorry, getting confused here. This is the one we've just done. Well, yeah, it should be the same size. Oh, it's slightly, I don't know if that's going to be big enough now. Anyway, your next stage is to ribbon the edge. We might get away with that, but what I like to do is I like to come out a bit with my foam. I like to come out a bit around the edge. And I realise now, I've forgotten, but I do realise now that, let's just have a look at this. This doesn't match as well, look, with this, but this foam is wider. This Hobbycraft foam is wider than this one. So we're going to have a little think about that one. But I normally take I'll do it with this one. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that now. I normally take my foam and I will draw around the outside of my cardboard, and I will leave a tiny bit around the edge just so that you can't see too much of that ribbon and the messiness. Okay, that's what I do for that bit. I just don't like that colour, and I don't really want to do yellow, but we might have to do yellow for that. I don't know what to do, people. I haven't got much of the colours that... Do we take a risk and do this and just cut it down slightly like we did with the other one? Because we don't really want any of this, the front of this cardboard showing. Let's have a go. So what we do is we draw round the outside of our... Yeah, because we want it to be... What are we doing, the front or the back? The back we're going to do the ribbon, which is this side, so it's got to fit the front. So we just draw round the outside of our cardboard like this. I'm not sure if I did it this way before, but hey. So I'm just going to take that out, that line out really a long way, just a little bit outside the edge of the cardboard, okay. So I'm going to have to bring it in a bit there. I'm not sure if this is going to work. It's slightly, because we haven't got as much foam on here, it's slightly out a little bit. Okay. Okay, I don't know if that's going to... So we're going to cut that out. So I've drawn that. See how near that to the edge that is? That's why really you need a bigger piece, but I didn't want to do it that beigey colour. I don't really like that beige colour. So then we're going to cut this out. If this doesn't work, I'll use a different one, but I just wanted to show you how I do this. Just a little bit outside. We can use this for petals if it doesn't work anyway. Like this. And then let's have a look, see how this works. So this would go on the front like this. Oh, I think that might just work. I think it might just do that. Okay, I don't really like the way that's a bit square, so I'm going to cut that rounded a bit more. Just a little bit rounded. You probably wouldn't see the edge of this, because if you're going to put big flowers on, you won't see the edge anyway. So I think that will work. So yeah, so that's going to go on the front, okay. And then we're going to we'll ribbon our handle. Before we ribbon our we'll ribbon our handle and then we'll put that on. So we do that next. So we're going to use this peach ribbon, and what we do, actually I might come back and show you how to do that, because how long have we been on here for? Trying to work out what time I came on. Was it 20 minutes? So I've shown you how to do the structure, not very much, I've just done the holder and everything. So when you ribbon it, I'll just explain to you, you'll need two small pieces, one that goes that way and one that goes that way. You've probably seen me actually ribbon the handle a few times for different projects, okay, and I like to have that actually like to have it longer than that. Let's do that again. So I like to have it quite long so I can grab the end of the ribbon when I'm ribboning it, okay, so I'm just going to cut that there. So about that length, so if we measure, so that would be about 6.5 centimetres long. So you want two pieces that long, okay, to go on the end of your handle. Okay, and I like to seal my ends as well. And we cross those over like that and stick them on the end. We cross them and stick them on the end like that. And then we ribbon down the handle. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come off, and if I've got enough space, I'll come back and show you the next bit. But to begin with, you know about this anyway, and it's just slightly different to the other bouquets that we do. But I will come back either today or tomorrow and show you the next bit. Sorry, there's not so much in this this video. It's just I just don't want it to cut me off, and I think we're 17 minutes in at the moment. So yeah, so a few times it's cut me off because I haven't had the space. So I'm going to come off and maybe come back on again. All right then, everybody, so don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video. So press the like button and the bell button to subscribe, and you'll get videos just like this one. Okay then, bye bye for now. Bye.